Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So, we're going to go over a new addition that is dropped into the game. It's something that works a lot like a lot of these other things that we've had, where do your dailies, you'll get a certain amount of tokens and you can use them. So think of this as being something along the lines of the divination event in Rose's Tarot, right? So it's a bit like that, to be honest, right? Except, to be honest, the rewards are actually better from it, okay? So we're going to have a look at it now. It's this wish roulette, okay? Now, I got some daily packs, got some extra tickets, and I can explain to you a little bit better about how this works, okay? So, how it works is you get your 7 spins per day. So assuming you don't purchase any or anything like that, you get 7 of these tokens every single day, okay? Each time you spin this wheel, whatever the middle number is, will move you round the board, right? Now I don't really know why there's 3 numbers here. I don't know if it's just symbolic or if at some point you hit all 3 numbers in a row, maybe you get a bonus or something. I've not seen that, so I can't actually clarify whether or not that actually happened, right? So anyway, what happens is you travel around the board and you get rewards. Now every single time you pass go, think Monopoly, you will get 2 of these upgrade tickets, right? Now how these upgrade tickets work is when you land on a square, you can choose to upgrade that square. And you can see I've done that here, right? I've upgraded the special ticket and I've upgraded the divination ticket because actually it let me land on them quite a few times. I was quite shocked at that. What happens is you land on the square, you can upgrade it. 1 time will cost you 1 ticket. Okay, so I've done it here, right? So I think I can maybe do it again. You can only upgrade it once, right? So upgrade 1 time will cost you 1 ticket. 2 times will cost you 2 tickets. 3 times will cost you 4 tickets. So in total, to fully upgrade a square, it's 7 tickets, right? So that was the top 2 up there, cost me 7 tickets to upgrade them. And that's maximum rewards, right? You can't go any higher than that. That is you fully capped out, right? So anyway, you do this every single day. Every single square you land on, you will get 3 of these essence powders, okay? Now it doesn't tell you here how long this event runs for, but there is an exchange tent, right? So if we go and look at the exchange tent, you can see the event ends in 13 days and 17 hours. All these events, they stop dropping 2 days before the event itself ends, right? So you've got about 12 days to accrue those powders, right? That works out to 252. So you can in fact get one of the top 2 units on here, okay? So we're going to also go through the shop just now and basically talk about what you can get from this shop. It won't be a huge surprise to people because it is very much like the divination event and stuff like that, okay? So starting off from the top, my prediction of what I thought was going to happen has now come true. Jury has left the building and Vega has taken her spot, okay? So Vega is in here. I would expect Vega to now be in Rose's divination event, and the next time we get street art, I would expect Jury to be taken from that box and it will now be Trendy Kami and Vega that you get in that box. So like I said in that video where I said don't miss out on units you want, if you wanted Jury, back then was the time to focus on her, okay? So Vega's in this box now, are in this selection thing. That means Trendy Kami will probably leave these event type things about an event or 2 events before Vega, right? And she will likely be replaced with, I would say, Athlete Chun-Li, and in future I would probably expect Vega to be replaced with Sagat, right? So you can get one of these if you keep your powders every single day. You can get one of these 2 units, okay? I would expect probably we get street art at least once a month, I think. We get either this or the divination event once a month. So you can get yourself 2 copies, following my 2 copies, following my 2 copies. If it runs for say 3 months before they refresh them, that's 6 copies of one of these more premium units, and you'll be a lot closer to getting them to a higher threshold where you can use them. I would obviously expect them to also rotate possibly in the shop as well, so I think it's a good idea to choose one of these 2, right? It's up to you guys what you want to do, but if you ever think you're going to swap to divination to try and chase these guys, then getting some of them from these events would be pretty useful, okay? But I know for a lot of you guys, all you really care about in these events is progression. So this is your standard kind of stuff you can get from here. You can get your T1 and T2 engraving stones. They're always pretty useful. You can get your soul boost stones for your character boost. They are also very useful. They're fairly hard to come by, so getting them is going to be pretty good. Whether you want to target them first of all, I don't know. The gold and the silver, these are good. Elsewhere, they cost a lot, right? They are pretty expensive to pick up from other places, so getting them from events like this can be pretty useful, right? You've obviously got your exchange swap thing that swaps the typing on weapons. They're pretty good, however, if you don't use them a lot, you can start to build them up, you know, through your weeklies and stuff like that. So again, it really just depends on where you are positioned within the game. You've obviously got your fodder cards. Again, depending on where you are with regards to leveling your characters and stuff like that, these fodder cards can be pretty useful. You've also got your faith gems. Now, faith gems are good. Faith gems are very good. There's other ways to get these though. Yeah, it's a slow process, and the fighting heart should not be underestimated, because the fighting heart will massively boost your power for every single unit that is within a certain typing. So, I mean, they can be very, very vital. Again, it just comes really down to what you need to progress your account. These standard units I personally wouldn't touch, right? It's just my opinion on this. I wouldn't touch these. They are accessible through every other form of the game. So to me, I feel like using your powders on these guys is a little bit of a waste. You've obviously got your breakstones. They are key for a lot of people. However, I mean, I don't know, for me, it's not a big enough number to excite me. So again, it really is relative to where you are on your account and stuff like that. For me, I'm personally interested in picking up more copies of Vega. I've already got my Trendy Cami maxed out, so she isn't really much use to me right now. But Vega is someone who I'm still wanting to work on. If you are someone who started picking up Trendy Cami on the last event, on the street box or whatever, then clearly that is most likely where your focus is going to be. I just think it's good that we are going to see rotation on these. I feel like what would be better, and it's just a suggestion, what would be better is have two. So have two Inferno, have two Master, and so basically leave, for example, Rose here and here. So Rose and Trendy Cami, and up here have Jury and Vega. And wait until you're going to refresh it with someone like Sagat, for example, then take away Jury. That means you've had like 6 months where you could potentially trade in and get that unit, and it means that you'll be on a 6-month rotation where the characters will change every 3 months going forward because of how it'll have worked out. You'll have at least one change every 3 months, so to speak. But it would just mean that in the meantime, if you wanted a more longer term target to aim for the likes of Vega or Trendy Cami, you would have more time to do it, and you wouldn't necessarily feel like you were sacrificing these other things that maybe help you along the way. But all I can say is, from doing it a bit, this is actually pretty rewarding. It is pretty rewarding. You get some good things that you can get here with relation to drops. You could end up with a decent amount of summons. It really just depends on your luck at the end of the day. You do end up getting a lot of chances to spin on this board. Just use your upgrades wisely so that if you do land on a square again, you will get better rewards the next time around. Overall, I think this is better than Rose's Divination, to be honest. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. I like it. There's just more variety here in rewards. Again, well, there's one other thing, sorry. This here, these special spins, I think they're only relevant if you pay, but basically what a special spin will do is, if you've got the special spin token, let's just say you are here, right? So let's say you're sitting here, okay? And you can see that this one here is 4 steps away, this one's 5 steps away. you can select the number, use your special spin, and it'll take you to exactly where you want to go. So that is what a special spin does, but I believe special spins are only purchasable. So again, you might just come down to pure luck on where you land on the board. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink. I think this is a decent event. Top quality units available, great rewards. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.